All right, we're back with the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Sorry, excuse me, I have a cough. I'm your favorite wrestling fan here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, live on the GSMC Sports Network. Talk about the greatest thing in the world, professional wrestling, all the action inside and outside of the ring, backstage curtain calls, rumors, dramas. We talk about inactive statuses, injury updates. We talk about contract negotiations, extensions, and new signings amongst wrestlers. We talk about promotions from AEW to WWE to New Japan Professional Wrestling. Just anything that has to do with professional wrestling, and if it makes major headline news, we talk about it here on this show, 1,010%. So make sure you guys Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Sorry, excuse me. That's going to happen a lot during the podcast. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and move on. Make sure you guys hit up the tips and donations link. Make sure you guys hit up those super chat, whether if you get a burning question or a hot take in terms of the world of professional wrestling. This show is all about keeping the conversation going, making sure you guys feel like your voice is part of the mix, so don't be shy. Drop your thoughts inside that chat. And if you really want to make sure your comment, question, or concern, hit up that super chat, which guarantees anything you guys put inside that little chat box there is going to be talked about, featured about. It's going to be debated about if it's that juicy. We're going to talk about it on this show. Plus the super chat. It's also a great way to keep the lights on and all these amazing podcasts with all these passionate, enthusiastic, charismatic podcasters I've come across in the sports entertainment industry. So make sure you guys subscribe to all their podcasts. Check them out. And I guarantee you, I'll give you the RG's guarantee that you guys will love it, and it's absolutely 1,010% free. What do you have to lose? We are super grateful for each and every one of you guys who joins us here daily on the GSMC Sports Network. Your support makes all the difference. So let's go ahead and send in those super chats, those super stickers, because you guys are super awesome, and together we will make sure this podcast is bigger, better, and stronger than ever. Once again, the super chat, not your thing. It's all good in the neighborhood. Just go ahead and hit up that tips and donations link. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. Just remember to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show here at the GSMC Sports Network. We do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity, 1,010%. But in terms of talking sports, it's inevitable. There's going to be some criticisms. There's going to be some disagreements. We welcome all chats. We welcome every single audience member out there. Doesn't matter your harsh opinions or hot takes. Just like to hear from you. All right, so let's get on jump on into my next segment. We got WWE Royal Rumble talk. Overall, Overall, I give it a B+. I'm going to give it a B+. And I know a lot of everybody's like, Eric, you're kind of falling into that, the wrestling media a little bit too much. And I got to be honest, it doesn't hurt to kind of dabble in a little bit. When you're weighing both sides in terms of an argument or in terms of a debate, you kind of check out all sources, kind of hear what other people have to say, maybe hear the reason why Triple H did this was because of this and that and the other. And then it kind of opens up your mind. Something that you never ever want to do as a human being is walk into a situation closed-minded. I don't care if you think you're right 1,010%. The guy thinks the sky is blue the guy thinks the sky is purple, and then you think the sky is blue, and then you're always going to hear somebody out, and in fact, maybe when you look at it from a different perspective, when the sun goes down, maybe the sky does turn purple sometimes, you know what I mean? You have to keep your mind open. Definitely 1,010%. Never want to go into any situation, any kind of environment, closed-minded. So, just remember to always, listen to the little guy, All right, WWE Royal Rumble, let's do it. Women's Royal Rumble match first. I like to start between Io and Liv Morgan, something that I was talking about earlier in the show. I love Liv Morgan in these matches where she works with anybody but superstars that are highly bigger than her, like Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair. She just doesn't look good when she fights against people like Lyra Valkyria, Io Sky. Even when she jumps in the ring with Zoe Stark. She looks good. She actually looks pretty damn good. She's learned a lot. I wasn't the biggest Liv lover. I got to be honest, going throwing in my right hand up there, giving you guys my Scouts honor that I wasn't the biggest fan, botched moves, but I think she's gotten better. She's been training, a lot. It's definitely been showing. So when she jumped in the ring with Io Sky to start out in the War Room, I thought that was pretty badass. She belongs in the Intercontinental Division. She will probably get a shot at Lyra Valkyria, maybe WrestleMania. I definitely think Liv Morgan she's good when she has the titles on her. Her and Raquel Rodriguez have been rumored to take the titles off of Bianca Belair and Naomi. So that could also be, that could also work as well. But, we shall see. Roxanne Perez comes out at number 3, makes it to the final 2. I thought that was a great, way to kind of initiate her into the main roster, going head to head with some of the greats. She was in there for a long time, and there's been no secrets. There's been no doubts that she would eventually end up on SmackDown or Raw. Personally, I feel like SmackDown, the women's division, I feel like maybe they need a little love. Because on Raw you have Io, Kyrie, you have Charlotte now, but sorry, excuse me. I don't know if Charlotte's going to be on there full time. Maybe she was just there to kind of address Rhea Ripley, but I don't know. It should be pretty crazy. And where's Jordan Grace going to end up? She looked very, very good in the Royal Rumble match. I thought she belongs to WWE. I did kind of notice that, and obviously there's 29, 30 other superstars. 29, sorry. There's 29 other superstars, so obviously you can't go in there and be this badass juggernaut. I kind of thought maybe WWE a little bit, made Jordan Grace kind of look weak. Yeah, she did have a spot where she eliminated Jada Parker, and yeah, she did pick up Piper Niven and give her the Death Valley Driver, I think it's called. And everybody was so super hyped about it, and her new look. She looks good in her new look. Definitely looks. She looks good. She looks good. Jordan Grace, hugging Naomi. Bianca Belair obviously did not approve. Grabbed Jordan Grace by the hair, kind of talked some sense into Naomi, being like, what are you doing? Focus. We have to win this match. Which basically shows that Bianca would definitely be a pretty good heel. I wouldn't be surprised if, the WWE Universe I feel like they need this storyline of who attacked Jade Cargill to make sense. Needs it to come out before WrestleMania, to have a WrestleMania match. That would probably mean you're going to get, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez taking the titles off. Because I kind of thought it'd be a good storyline if Naomi was like that jealous friend. Bianca Belair, you were my friend first, and then Jade came in, and all of a sudden you guys are kicking ass, taking names inside the women's tag team division. So then I'm like, maybe she can. But then again, I don't know. Do I really want to see Naomi a heel? I feel like she could definitely be a heel if her and Bianca do it together. I feel like Bianca turns heel, she'll be fine. But if Naomi turns heel all by herself, it's kind of like a storyline that's already dead in the dirt. But if they did it together, whole different story. At number 21, we probably had the biggest pop in Women's Royal Rumble history with Alexa Bliss shocking the universe, kind of paying homage to Bray Wyatt. She had her doll. Abigail? No, what's her name? Lily. I think it's Lily. Don't quote me on that. Stephanie Vaquera, number 24. Trish Stratus, number 25. 14-time Women's World Champion Charlotte Flair returned at number 27. Started dominating, and the moment that started happening, I got to be honest, I was a little sick to my stomach. I was like, all right, here we go again. All right, here we go. Charlotte's going to... Oh, yeah, is that a double suplex? Oh, cool. Oh, wow. How did she do that? Oh, great. All the Royal Rumble matches she's ever been in, she was either the winner or the runner-up. She's the first ever 2-time women's, Royal Rumble winner. Hopefully that'll, stop her from winning for at least 5 years. I'm just kidding. No. Hopefully longer than that. But maybe next year she might go back-to-back. Who knows? Fingers crossed. I'm just kidding. No. I thought it was kind of dumb. But, like I said before... I feel like there's a lot of young talent that Triple H is kind of juggling right now. NXT superstars coming to Raw and SmackDown, having a little transfer portal. Who's going to stay on which network? Who does WWE Netflix? Who do they want to win the championship and headline WrestleMania? These are all factors that have to come into tail. And, all that baggage, all that heat, taken from backstage. I feel like Triple H was like, you know what? Jey Uso he's hot. He's the number one merchandise sales in the country, in WWE, in the company. So why not? Why not? Charlotte Flair always, if she comes back as a heel or babyface, doesn't really matter. Charlotte Flair's always going to take her spot, in the main event. All right, wrapping this up quickly, kind of running on for quite some time. We had Julia, number 28. It was nice to see the NXT Women's World Champion. Nia Jax coming in number 29, eliminating 9 people. I think she's eliminated the most girls in the Women's Royal Rumble match in history. Number 30 was a complete waste. I'm not trying to hate on Nikki Bella, but I was talking to my CEO, and we both agreed that it probably should have been somebody like Alexa Bliss, somebody with a little more pop. And, definitely her and Nikki probably should have traded spaces there. No Becky, no Asuka, no Jade. I got to be honest, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. DIY retained the tag team titles. by the help of the Street Profits. I'm happy to see them, take center stage in the tag team division. I want them to have the belts. Honestly, Montez Ford, future WWE champion. I am so high on Montez Ford. I feel like he is one of the best wrestlers in the world, WWE, as at this point. What are they doing? What are they doing with him and Dawkins? They have amazing chemistry. They have great matchups. When they go face-to-face with people inside the ring, people cheer for them. It doesn't matter if they kind of have this swag. When they were with Bobby Lashley and they were just the Profits, when they were kind of, showing that heel aspect of the Street Profits, people still cheer for him. So, watching a match between them and the Motor City Machine Guns, a triple threat match, the tag team division in SmackDown within the span of a month and a half has revitalized itself. Thank God. I thought WWE ultimately forgot about the tag team division, but thank God they're revamping it here. And then we're talking about Cody Rhodes retaining the WWE Championship, a violent match to conclude a hellacious rivalry. I thought that was pretty, a nice end there. Cody Rhodes standing over Kevin Owens at the end of the match definitely signifies that Cody Rhodes, he could be a jerk sometimes. He could be a jerk. He could be a little confident. He could be a little self-centered. He could, kind of showing his Achilles heel that when Cody believes something, he's going to go out there and enforce it on the world. And I feel like if Cody Rhodes turns heel, you could definitely take this spot of, Kevin Owens wasn't doing any wrong, although it seems like he was. But Cody Rhodes, like I said, like I was talking about earlier, I feel like if you're going to make him heel, he kind of has to go full heel. Maybe that might help the John Cena aspect with John Cena heading into WrestleMania. I ultimately feel like they're going to find a way to kind of turn it into a triple threat match. I hate it. Definitely hate it. I hate those, I hate the endings to the matchups where you have a double pin where, CM Punk and John Cena's shoulders are both down, but we don't have a definitive winner, and then, this and that and the other, and then we're going to have a triple threat match at WrestleMania 41 Las Vegas. Men's Royal Rumble match, gotta be honest, I bittersweet. Love the beginning, Mysterio and Penta El Cero Miedo starting. You saw a sign of respect, shaking hands, that was pretty badass. Jacob Fatu enters at number 12. He seemed pretty dominant, he definitely did that, the double Samoa drop. I thought that was pretty cool. Roman Reigns at number 16, throwing out TNA World Champion Joe Hendry, who came in at number 15. He threw him out like he was nothing. I did not like that. Definitely did not like that. Drew McIntyre, number 17. Jey Uso at number 20. AJ Styles returned during the Rumble. Number 23, you saw John Cena. 24, CM Punk joins the fray. Sami Zayn, Damian Priest, LA Knight. I think in between there you saw Dirty Dominic Mysterio come in. And then you saw Logan Paul. Seth Rollins, Reigns, Punk, Uso, Paul. Cena were the final 6. Rollins, stamps on Reigns. Starting their storyline for the future. Jey Uso is the 2025 Royal Rumble winner. Like I said, it was all right. It was decent. It was good. I'm not really complaining. Like I said, a B+, borderline A-. WWE, Triple H did what he had to do. Like I said, dealing with a lot of talent heading into the Royal Rumble. Something that I definitely am giving huge credit to. Triple H, Paul Levesque, be mad at who won all you want, but there was no throwaway superstars. And it was awesome. It was great. No tag teams, no Pretty Deadly coming in just to be thrown over the top rope. None of that. And I loved it. I thought that was great. No Carlito. I thought, no Carlito BS. We didn't get to see him inside the fray. So I thought that was nice. I love Apollo Crews, but I'm kind of happy he didn't come in as well. All right, moving on. We are going to talk about Triple H inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. He headlines the class of 2025. We're going to talk about it and look back on some of his historic title reigns. So grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite ice cold beverage, and join me here in about 25 seconds. So hey, do not go anywhere.